Imagine a meeting where powerful nations gathered around a table and decided the future of an entire continent, without inviting a single African representative. In 1884, European leaders met in Berlin, Germany, to discuss Africa. Their decisions would change the continent forever. This event became known as the Berlin Conference. Before the Berlin Conference, Africa was home to powerful kingdoms, empires, and independent communities. States such as the Ashanti Empire, Ethiopia, and the Sokoto Caliphate controlled vast territories and thriving trade networks. European influence was largely limited to coastal trading posts. By the late 19th century, European nations were competing for wealth, resources, and power. The Industrial Revolution increased demand for raw materials such as rubber, gold, ivory, diamonds, and minerals. European countries also wanted new markets for their manufactured goods. Britain, France, Germany, Belgium, Portugal, and Italy all sought to expand their influence. This intense competition became known as the Scramble for Africa. To prevent conflict among European powers, German Chancellor Otto von Bismarck invited representatives from 14 countries to Berlin. The conference began on November 15, 1884, and continued until February 26, 1885. Although Africa was the main topic of discussion, no African leaders were invited to participate. Decisions affecting millions of Africans were made without their knowledge or consent. During the conference, European powers agreed on new rules for claiming African territory. One of the most important principles was called effective occupation. A country could only claim territory if it had established authority and administration there. The conference also promoted free trade in parts of Central Africa and recognized the Congo Free State under the control of Belgium's King Leopold II. These decisions accelerated the partition of Africa. Following the conference, European colonization spread rapidly across Africa. Within a few decades, nearly the entire continent had come under European control. Borders were drawn without considering ethnic groups, languages, cultures, or traditional political boundaries. Many Africans experienced land confiscation, forced labor, economic exploitation, and the loss of political independence. The consequences of colonial rule would affect generations to come. The Berlin Conference did not divide Africa in a single day, but created the framework that made the partition of the continent possible. Today, many African borders still reflect decisions made during that meeting in Berlin more than a century ago. The conference remains a powerful reminder of how decisions made by a small group of leaders can shape the lives of millions of people for generations. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, please like, subscribe, and join us for more stories that change the course of history.